Hello and welcome to Boat Build right here on The Drift. It is the start of Season 2. And today is a typical foggy morning in New England. So what we're going to do is we're going to go inside the shop. Remember that Helms chair we found a few episodes back? It was all dirtied up and being used as an office chair. Well, we are going to transform that chair. We're going to clean up that used slider and base that we found. We're going to show you the bright work that we've done, and we're going to measure it up for a new cushion that'll match the rest of the cushions on our build. This Helm chair is sure to be one of the jewels on our Down East build. Let's go inside.
This is Boat Build.
So here's what we've got for this project. We've got our barkeeper's friend, or as we're going to call it from now on, boatkeeper's friend. This stuff is excellent if you're a boater. A little bit of WD-40, some Fast 505 grease cutter, Meguiar's polish, scrub pad, and of course the toothbrush for the detail work. Now let me show you something. If you ever wonder whether the varnish we use is solid stuff, check this out. We put this coffee cup, got a little varnish under it when we're doing the varnishing. How's that for hold? That says we've got some good stuff there. And the last thing we're going to need, and it might be a little bit of overkill, is the pipe wrench. Let's get going. All right, so you might remember this chair from the last episode. This is the one we picked up that was the office chair. It's a classic fighting chair that we're going to use as a helm chair. What we've done is we've refinished this. We brought the bright work back. Some things to note about this chair. It did have a fish holder here. After all, it was a fighting chair. We took that off, filled the holes with some dowels and plugs, and gave that a nice finish. And now we're going to get it ready for a cushion. We found an online supplier that will custom make a cushion for us. So we're going to do a template and mail it away. Around front, another pole holder. We like this piece. Solid brass, really fits. What we're going to do when we do the cushion will come right over this. And if we decide to turn this chair, maybe we'll still use it as a fighting chair occasionally. But for now, it'll be covered up by the cushion. Okay, what we have here is just some parchment paper. What we're going to do is lay it down, rough it in there, take our blade, and carefully cut exactly along the pieces. This we'll send out to our cushion manufacturer and have a custom cushion made. Now I find the easiest way to do the corners with the parchment paper is just fold these down. That way you're not cutting into it with a blade. So the paper will fold around the edges. And then we'll pull it off. It's held the fold. And we'll trim this up with our scissors. Now this will be a rather unique cushion. And we're hoping they'll be able to make it to these specs. Hey, so a few episodes ago, we talked about our cushions. We said we found an online supplier. Here they are. These are awesome. Sunbrella, navy blue with a white piping. We got this at Wayfair. This is a standard outdoor seating cushion. We're going to ask this supplier to give us the same design, same cushion, custom made for that seat. We'll do a 3-inch and not a full 5-inch cushion, but that'll tie in nicely to the rest of the seating on our build. We're also going to ask them to give us ties that will allow us to tie this cushion to the seat. That helm chair, all total when done, will cost us about, with the cushion, about $300. You're not going to find this quality off the rack for $300. We've seen chairs like this up to $6,000 at the helms of fine yachts. All right, so if you remember, we picked up these used pedestals from our guy Rich. Rich is our used park guy out in Rhode Island. A great resource for us. But they need a little work, okay? The base can be taken back. And the slider is pretty much jammed, okay? So we need to do a little bit of work on this. As we've talked about at length in other episodes, using used parts do a couple of things. First of all, overall, saves us hundreds along this build. Secondly, the quality. A part like this that could be 15, 20, 30 years old is built a lot more sturdy than some of the new product out now. So let's work on trying to clean this up and get it going. First of all, this control arm is seized up. What we're going to do is hit it with a little bit of WD-40. You can use many different loosening agents. I kind of like WD because it's around. Then we're going to take Big Bertha here, our pipe wrench. And we're going to pop it on and see if we can give it a little turn. There she goes. All right, a little bit of this muscle, and we'll free up this control arm. It's starting to turn now. All right, now that everything's loosened up, let's work on taking care of some of this grease, okay? Inexpensive buy, Fast 505 by Zep. We're just going to spray it in here and work to free up some of this grease. Again, many different grease removers and product out there. I like to go to a dollar store or a job lot type of a store and frankly buy the cheapest I can get. Not the kind of thing I'm buying at a West Marine. So then, it's just about the elbow grease, man. It's about getting in here and cleaning it up. Okay, so now the grease is removed. Now it's time for our secret weapon. Take a little bar keepers and just sprinkle it on to your part. So what you want to do with your scrub pad is work this along so it makes a little bit of a paste. Okay? Bar keeper has got a chemical in it that works fine on metal, aluminum, pots and pans. It's mainly used in kitchens, obviously. Now you can use gloves with this. It's a little bit of an abrasive, so I wouldn't use it on finished parts. But for parts like this, it works just fine. Okay, now I'm going to take our handles, use a rag, because we don't really want this to grease around our hands, and spray a little bit of the 505 on this. We're going to let that sit for a bit, and then come back with our scrub pad. Okay, so now take our handles, and to clean off that 505, put it right back in the bar keepers. I gotta tell you, that's pretty good. All right, so the handles and the base we'll pull out of our bar keepers, give it a wipe down. We'll buff all this out later. And now, let's take the big gun and drop that in our bar keepers. Again, make a paste out of it and just start scrubbing. Hey, look at that base. A little bar keeper's, well, boat keeper's friend, a little bit of shine up, and these parts are looking darn new. Again, this kind of quality you're not going to get out of a new part. It's just not going to happen. The hardware on our teak table, that table's probably 50 years old. There's no way you're going to get that kind of quality. So whenever you can take old parts, much like antique furniture, and clean them up, that is the best way to go. what we're going to do is get some polish on here. If you have a buffering wheel, that's even better. But I'm just going to kind of do it by hand. What this is going to do for us is it's going to take all of those little swirl marks that we've got from using the abrasive, and it's going to polish those out. Elbow grease once again. It was quite the project, but we saved some considerable money. And how's this for a transformation? What was a classic office chair is now a classic helm chair and pedestal. And it will certainly be a classic jewel on our 30-foot Down East picnic boat build.
Next time on Boat Build.
So next time on Boat Build, it's time to go back to Coastal Boat Works. Billy and the build team is at a place where they want to capture the next stage in the hull build, and that's exciting.
This is Boat Build, right here at The Drift. Presented by Sociable, original social media programming.